It's hard to push like that bunch in that uphill deal because it keeps bleeding off and backing off on you, you know, on the drive motors. Here she comes. Good job, Mitchell. Suck it, Stevie. Look at all that. Stevie, champion. Stevie. Stevie, this is what I got to go yet. Stevie, this is a hard job. You're probably not used to doing these hard ones like this. On this flat ground, Stevie. We're almost to the end of that. We got 4 of these little clear cuts to do, and they're just peachy, Stevie. Stevie, I got my hands dirty earlier. I had to follow my chainsaw. Stevie, I just can't work in these conditions, Stevie. Champion. This Forester marked this patch. This is the Nature Conservancy. I don't know, I'm not smart enough to know real good, but the Nature Conservancy is, I don't know if it's a federal thing or a state thing, I don't know, but anyways, they're managing this woodlot. It's a private woodlot managed by them, but I love this Forester. He marked this, now this is poplar, so it makes it more forgiving, but he marked this, he made openings, which was just a dream for what we're doing. And then they got a few wildlife trees they're going to keep for snacks. But they're just going to open this up. Here we are with them get it up. And then, but it's pretty much a daggone clear cut. Everything except the oaks is coming out of it, which is almost all poplar anyways. Oh, Adam's cutting big on me. Back up here and we'll get Adam on here. Whoa, driver, whoa! I think it's a coming right for me. But anyways, I like this little backup camera, dude. That is cool as shit. And this tool, when you got a big old ass on you, you can't see backwards. What's so much gonna make a thud now? That's a big old tree right there. Here we go, Jack. Sounds good, it's falling clean. I felt it in my seat. Good job, Mitchell. Let's go in and attack. Well, there it is, boys. Ain't that pretty? All ready to roll. Oh, yeah, baby. Got them all done, and then we're all done. Let me walk over here. This is tulip poplar. If y'all's not, anybody on here is not familiar with tulip poplar. Indiana state tree, tulip wood, whatever the hell. I don't know. Oh, it's all lined up back here too. Oh. But we've kept there's no activity on the hillsides other than just what little bit I've done with my fluff scurrying around. And there's some big ones over there. Over here, and Big Daddy's over there finishing. He marked this as 4 openings, is basically what he done. You gotta have an opening to grow back poplar. And poplar's what wants to grow here. We're gonna try to get a little cherry in with it, but this area wants poplar. They're trying to cater to the poplar, and then of course do your best to help the oaks, but there's gonna be predominantly poplar come back. Okay, we got done with the logging and everybody jumped on a stick wagon, and even Big Daddy's got a wagon, and we're trying to get this wood pulled out and beat the weather band coming in Wednesday. Now, what our footages and what in their production is pretty much confidential information. We don't share it a lot, but I thought with this one it was such a pud job, and I thought, hell, I'm not going to share footages or nothing like that, but I will say truckloads. Now, our truckloads are pretty much legal truckloads coming out of here because we got to run down interstate, and there might be a 100,000 pounds, 500 pounds over from time to time, but for the most part it's 80,000 pound loads coming out of here. But we did we started this job. We did our pre-work conference and all that stuff on a Sunday morning, and we finally got the logging shortly before dinner time. And we didn't have Pee Wee; he was sick. But we started with 4 of us logging. So basically, we had a skeleton crew Sunday, but we cut Sunday, and I just hopscotched between the buncher and the din Sunday. We did that Sunday. We cut Sunday and started the skidding process Sunday, and then Monday, Adam and Pee Wee took over the cutting. He hand cut some trouble trees, and Pee Wee bunchered them. Okay, we got done cutting Monday with the cutting, and it took me a little bit Tuesday morning to get the din work done, and then Tuesday morning, and then spend the rest of the day Tuesday skidding the rest of them out. So we basically cut it in 2 days, and it took the 3rd day to get it skidded. It was actually skidding on all day Tuesday yet. We skidded with 2 skidders, and it was 35 semi-loads. Skidded with 2 skidders in 3 days, and cut in 2 days. And it took us, I think, the 4th day to get it all trucked. Me and Derek and Clayton, I think, and Big Daddy, I think, took a load Wednesday. So it took, I think we had 5 loads or 6 loads we had to haul out Wednesday morning and beat the ring. And we got all our equipment pulled out Wednesday and beat the weather band in just in time. I mean, that farmer next door, he was tickled. He said, "Boy, y'all did a hell of a job." We said, "Yeah, but it could have caught us." I mean, they was calling for Wednesday for the weather band, so if it had come in Wednesday morning, it would have caught us. But I know I ain't supposed to show din videos, but I just got a little bit of sneak peek of din footage. But the boys, the babysitter had to be off today, so the boys was at the mill in the office, so I thought, daggone, I want to take my babies with me. So Jackson got to ride around the log truck, and Calvin got to ride around the log truck, and they both got to ride in the din, and they had a blast. Little loading trucks, you know. And Jackson, when I rode into the yard, I had that din perched up on a log to level it out on this hillside here where we're loading out trucks. Jackson, as soon as he seen it, Jackson goes, "Daddy, din stuck on a rock." He said, oh hell, we had a great time. And both of them conked out on the ride home. But this ground's soft. Listen though, I'm gonna pour it on Blackie. I've been kind of feathering it once I get my drivers up on the asphalt. But you got I've been kind of pouring it on to get it got towards the end, the ground kept getting a little worse. You know, it's still a little bit early yet. Now, I went ahead and thought I'd show chaining down a little bit. Now, I cut through some of the chaining down, but I thought about showing the whole process, but I ain't got a good camera angle anyway, so I just went ahead and edited some out. We're throwing 3 chains per rick. But it only shows like I'm throwing 5, but I actually throwed 6. And I don't know what there is to say about throwing a chains, really. Just get them over. Mostly, a lot of people have trouble throwing chains, but most of throwing chains is just technique. It ain't really brute strength. It's just pretty much technique and understanding physics, you know. And that's about all there is to that. Our chains are heavy-duty chains, though, so they're a little bit heavy to throw. Some people don't like that. But there's a farmer next door. He's hauling some pig poop, or turkey poop, maybe. I don't know. It's potent, whatever it is. All the farmers are getting started around. The guy beside me in the field to the left of the screen here, he's actually knifing in some manure. And then the farmer that we get ready to pass as we leave here, he's actually got the honey wagon going, and he's hauling out to field down the road a little piece and spreading it out. And I'd say his son is on the new hauling, knifing it in behind him. No, he wasn't neither, because I caught him on that Cat Challenger the next day. He's got a Cat tractor, which me and him talk about it. I can't remember if it's Massey Ferguson or New Holland's making him for Caterpillar. But he's knifing all his stuff in the next day with that Cat. I never did. I should have got his tractor on there. He's got pretty cool looking four-wheel drive tractor. And here we're snapping them down with the cheater pot. Make sure they're good and snug. And it's pretty straightforward and simple. The process is pretty simple. There's not a lot to it. Get them tight, that's about it. We get up here, he's got wheat planted all over, all through the right of the screen, all the green you're seeing. You see Big Daddy's truck over there, log truck, you look past it, all that's wheat they got planted. And it's growing in pretty damn good, and we did a good job of staying out of his field. He was happy about that. But now the ground we're on is the farmer on right here, we're passing his place, and he's a hell of a good feller. And you can see his honey wagon here in a second. There's his honey wagon. He's hauling to the other field. But we done a good job. He was happy with us. But this little turn's kind of a oddball turn. It's kind of an odd angle, and I screw it up every time I make a turn. End up having to stop and back up, stay out this other guy's yard. But you can see how 3 chains are spaced right there, and it's the same way in the back. And this is a 2-bunk. I've been 2-bunking because I can grab it, help load with the din that way and keep the cycles time quicker. So I just been doing the 2-bunking instead of 3-bunking. 3-bunk ride's better because 2-bunk gets that pushing your weight up in the air higher. So whoever's on the 2-bunking usually has a tipsier ride. Whoever's on 3-bunk has an easier ride. There's some little tight turns off of this road, and it's one of them Harrison County roads. It's got some flipsy-flopsy in it. You'll see some of that here in a minute. But these trailers, I'm loving the way these sunbucks ride. They're actually being pretty damn good trailers. I'm having little issues. I ran my ride height a little too low, and I had one airbag I think that's bottomed out on the Calvin, and busted the little plastic mount, so we'll have to change that airbag. I noticed that when Dad was pulling it the other day. It's got cracks in it. Here's my speed shifting. Listen to this. Here we're getting ready to get on the interstate or whatever. But I'll shut up and let the nerds enjoy the trucker going. I'll keep quiet. We get in there at the mill, we get to see Calvin Malvin. He fell asleep on the way home. Mommy had to go wake him up. But we had a blast. All right, that's Roger's son right there. Me and him picks at each other all the time. He's been working here a long time. Good man, good worker. And Calvin's walking around half numb-headed because he's tired. Mommy just woke him up. But thanks everybody for watching. Leave me likes, comments, all that bullshit. Hit them buttons. Thank you. Later.